So there are the four cornerstones of the Theatric Wrestling All-Stars. The four founding fathers. And this is a story of the king, or the introduction rather, of the king that ruled over them. So my creator basically made me up as a point to be this kind of metaphoric type of thing about how everybody hates their boss, right? And so he created me based off of that cute little gimmick. He also created me in the idea of being this super villain type, the very witty, diabolical, crazy type of person. You know, the typical mad scientist from any fiction or comic book you could read. I'm serious, anybody has anything, I got something for you right here.
Oh my
no
God,
kidding.
he has a gun.
No kidding. I'm this unstable right now. You know what I find funny about the TWA is everybody can sit here and say I'm going crazy, when really I think everybody else is going crazy. You know what I'm saying? The story behind King Seth is he comes from a very wealthy family based out of parts of Europe. Italy is kind of their base of operations. His father, grandfather owned companies and farming industries, etc., etc. So Commissioner Seth was born into a lot of money, basically. And because he was born into money, he always got what he wanted. He always had a lot of power, and nothing was ever out of his reach. He was into athletics a lot, so he wanted to do a promotion doing wrestling because he liked wrestling. And he recruited the four founding fathers, as you know, Mr. Sexy, M. Diamond, and Showtime. If I had to explain a little bit about myself, I'm a bit, some would say, sociopathic, narcissistic, diabolical, maniacal, malevolent. I just think I'm really cool. So, Commissioner King Seth's style of fighting, and obviously my style is very dapper, as you could tell. And, you know, I know a lot of you idiots out there watching on YouTube aren't used to seeing something this beautiful and this well put together. I am the Mona Lisa of human flesh, after all. Anyways, as far as my style, I'm basically as tough and aggressive and badass and unstoppable as a human being could be. You basically could say I was a super entity of sorts. You know, I'm like Jesus Christ Superstar, basically. My moves are basically, I'll hit you in the nuts to prove to see if you have any, and then I will corporate cut your head straight to hell. The corporate cutter is basically me grabbing your head and ripping it off of your body, if that answers your question. Who are some of my favorite characters in the Theatric Wrestling All-Star universe? That's very simple. Me. Ultimately, the goal of the character of Commissioner King God Seth is to rule everything with an iron fist. Everything being within his reach, within his power, within his authority. And he answers to no one. No authoritative figure, no deity, nothing but his own ambitions. And everybody does what he says, and not only is he the All-Star champion, he is just an all-star legend in himself. So his goals, I could say, he has none because he has already accomplished that, because he is the TWA. I am all that is man. I am a good man. I am an honest man. I'm kidding, I'm none of that. But you better listen to every damn word I have to say, or I will destroy you, you piece of Good night, Seattle. So, is the violence of kings.
This is his old school music. Yeah.
Good for nothing men at heart.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Oh. Out of nowhere. Oh, God. Brutal. God.
That's the power of a king.
What is this? It's the commissioner.
Come on, get all
the commissioner. Oh, my gosh.
Royal CKO!
Oh, my gosh.
Hey! You're poor and ugly, and you have herpes. Out of the smoke and the fire comes the devil.
And there we see the king in all his glory, who is unmasked.
Take the robe off. We wear scars as badges of honor to proclaim godhood and our place atop the mount where the thunder will clap and we will roar. I am an all-star.